Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne, and this little doggy right here is Chloe. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd of the year 2022, and this is my update of what I stitched in the month of February. I would like to say welcome to all the new subscribers that have joined in. And I would like also to say welcome back to the returning subscribers and viewers. I do hope that if there is something here in this video that you like, that you hit that subscribe button and that little bell so that you get notified when I do post new videos and things like that. So this month for February, I have, with the stitches that I track on Pattern Keeper, I did 8,990 stitches in February on just those ones that are in Pattern Keeper. There are charts that I do not have in Pattern Keeper because they're paper, and I still track them for challenge groups and such like that. I just didn't write those down in my tallies. So first one here, just gonna grab it out of my box, is, is the Game of Thrones piece. And as you can see, I ended up having to move the Q-snap because I was trying to get over here and it was hitting the side of the frame, so I needed to move the snap over. So here's this one, and I will put in a picture of where I was last month. This one got 3,224 stitches in the month of February. And next piece here we're going to pull out will be this one here. And this one I'm not tracking any stitches on or anything like that. This one is Modern Folk Embroidery, The River. This was in the Black Needle Society resolution stitching box in 2021. And this piece has only get worked on when it rains. And so that means it only got 4 days in February. And here we are with this. This is 56 count, 2 over 2, sorry. 1 strand over 2 threads. So this whole top piece is done, and I'm getting ready to start on the second line here, which is this, no, upside down, sorry, which is this with the flowers and like the reindeer looking reindeers. So this is where this one is at. And I don't think I have any before pictures. Like I said, I don't count the stitches on this one because this only gets worked on when it rains. And this is how wide it's going to be, and it'll go down a little in here. It fits widthwise in my Q-snap, my 8x8 Q-snap, but it does not fit lengthwise in the Q-snap. It'll have to be moved down when I get to that point. So there's the river. The Game of Thrones is 28 count, 1 over 1 with DMC. The river, I'll show you the floss, is, let me find the tag. Forbidden Fiber Co. River of Life. This was in the resolution box as well. So here's the colors. And as you can see, they have a very, very variegated look to them. So I just mostly been pulling from here, this one, and just stitching whichever end. I don't really pay attention to where I start and stop, and when I pull the next one out, I just go. Next one I'm going to pull out here is This one that I worked on, not exactly sure how many stitches I got. I wasn't really tracking per se, even though this is in Pattern Keeper. The monthly, I ended at 3,334 stitches total completed, from the start of the project till current. This was also Whip Go for February, which was for 10 days, and I have reached those 10 days, like two or 3 days before the end of the month. So here it is now. I had most of the black done. There was a few little black strands over here that I think I needed to do. All the dark green is new, the yellow green is new, and the purple is new. So there's all that one. This one's 22 count, 1/1. Okay, so next that we have here in my box over here is Caterpillar Cross Stitch, How Does Your Garden Grow? And this is a Sal. Here is just the blurred image. So each month you get released a part. I bought the entire kit with the floss, the fabric, and the needle minder. And part 2 has released, and I'm still on part 1. There is no before pictures because it was just a blank piece of fabric. I'm doing 32 count, and this is just DMC. So when you get them, they come on these cards, and you get the hole over here to where you can put your piece that you've taken off to work with. I just wrap them around to get them out of the way. So this is my, oops, let me take the top part off so you can see. I leave it on the Q-snap because I work on it quite often. So here is the whole thing so far. This is all part 1. I have to finish the can, and then there's a tomato plant coming out here, and I need to finish the stems on the mushrooms, but I gotta fix down here, and then I gotta fix this whole stem. I just haven't done that yet. I will do that. And then part 2 is over here. We get Norman, peas, raindrops, I believe. So this is that. This is 32, I believe it's 32 count. 2 strands over 2, or it could be 28 count. I don't remember what one I got. So there's that one. That will be worked on, be a continually worked on piece. And the next one here is my sunflowers piece, which is this one right here. Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Mary Ann Boom. And I'm still up here in this corner. I've just started to get into the tips of this first flower using DMC, 28 count, 1/1, and let me just fold this so that not everything is, there we go. So here's where we are currently. Yeah, this whole entire diagonal is now complete. So when I pick this up again, we will start up here, this one, and I believe this block, or this one of these blocks was the page, all the way across. So there's that one. This one got 300 stitches this month, for February, I mean, and it'll get pulled out again in March, at least on the 18th. Not sure about any other days. I know I have stated in the past videos what I do. Certain pieces get pulled out on certain days of the month. This one gets pulled out on the 18th of every month. Next piece is my QS Holiday, Stitch in Time Holiday by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Amy Stewart. This is the little piece of the big stitch in time, and this is the bottom. If you're looking at it, it would be the bottom right hand corner, the very last little seam in the big stitch in time piece. 28 count 1/1 with DMC, and I started in the bottom, started over here in this corner over here, and this diagonal, if not the next diagonal, definitely will be the start of the snowman. I think I've started him a little bit in these diagonals that I have, not 100% sure. The fabric is a little bit on the dirty side, but it'll get washed when it is done. I'm not worried about that. So this is the top of the page, so I'm just working diagonal from the bottom of the page, from the bottom of the pattern to the top of this page is like a page and a little bit of the next one. So we've got all of this, and I'm working currently in this diagonal, and I believe this is part of the snowman here. I know the snowman is over in this next diagonal here for sure. So there's that, and there should be before what it was at the end of January when I used this, finished this one up. This one got 1,213 stitches this month. Like I said, 28 count, 1/1 DMC, and loving it. I will be pulling it out for sure this month, because this piece and the 2 other pieces, which we'll go into at the end, are pieces for focuses. We'll just put that up there for now, and we'll put that there. Another piece we got here is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplings. And this is the silk that I'm using. I just keep it in this bag. It's Hydrangea by Mrs. Ada Silks. This is just one hank. I have another one. I wasn't sure if I was going to need 2 or just 1, so I grabbed 2 just in case. You never know, and if I have extra, I'm sure I can find uses for it elsewhere. And this fabric is 30 count linen, barley, corn, Access Commodities, and this one got 1,127 stitches this month. So here we go. Here is the whole piece, and I worked over here filling in this. Now I'm worked up here, and I'm just gonna finish this work. Think I'm working. Yeah, start and keep coming down here and filling in and working my way across to the end of the second row of pages. So hopefully soon we will see a second row of pages ended, finished, and completed. This goes quick because it's only the one color, so it doesn't take that much to get several hundred stitches done in a day, which is nice. So there's Pandemic. The next piece is my NYC. This one got 198 stitches, and this is the NYC Twin Towers by Stitching Jules Designs. I do this one on the 11th of every month, in memory of 9/11. And this is on 28 count, 1/1 with the called for DMC. And put that back in there. This fabric is 28 count Sandy Bottom by Fortnight Fabrics. So here is where we are currently. Make sure I got it the right way. It's not going to take this whole piece, but I have plans for either top or bottom. I think probably on the bottom. But here we go. There's what we got. This I believe I'm almost to the top of the page, top of the design here. I was just trying to, I started down here and then I was working, just doing whatever, but now what I think I'm working towards is, I think I reached the top of the pattern, so now I pick a stitch from the top and work it all down, until I run out of the thread. That seems to work. These ones are parked because I was trying to do 10 by 10, get it to be worked in 10 by 10 squares, and then I just gave up and said I'm just going to do it from the top down and fill in as I go. So there's that. Enjoying this piece. Yeah, as I enjoy all of her pieces. My stitching videos. I enjoy all my pieces. So, you know, what can you say? Alright, come on. So, with that, let's get this back in the bag here. Alright, there we go. That goes over there. I don't think I worked on that this one. And then I did a little bit on this piece here. This is a Moons and Stars birth sampler that I'm working on for a family member. And here is where it is currently. Getting ready to, I just got a couple more stars up in this top section to fill in the smile. Finish this border here, and then just fill in the information for the baby. But before I fill in the information for the baby, I'll make sure I do a little video clip of it, so that you guys can see it, because I'm not sure if the family would want me to put their little baby's information on the internet. So I will just take a picture of it when I have everything completed except for the baby's information. That's not going to change anything. It's just this section here is where his name will be, and then his weight and his date of birth will be there. So there's the birth sampler. Hopefully should be finished very soon, within the next month or two, is my hope. So, and then I have one more piece here that I started, another SAL. This one is Stitching Book Club, and unfortunately, I'm gonna say this now, this SAL is no longer for purchase. She only had a set amount of patterns that she was able to sell, and once those were gone, that's it. There's no more. So I'm sorry that that you like this one, you can't get it any longer. So this is on 28 count linen by Fabric Flair in the color Aqua. And 2/2. And here is where I am. Some of the lighter blues kind of get washed out with this fabric, but you can see them in person. You might be able to tell which one this is, which story this book this is based on. This is the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Kristen from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts and Stitching Book Club. Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts is her Etsy store, and Stitching Book Club is her name on Instagram. She had gotten permission from the C.S. Lewis Foundation to do this piece, but she had, like I said, she'd only had so many to make, so many to sell before she had to stop selling it. So part 1 is out. Part 2 comes out this weekend. So it'll be interesting to see what part 2 is. But here's part 1. And this is 300 stitches, because I was tracking this for a challenge group. So there's that one. And that one I just started it in February. Towards the end of the month, because I was waiting for my fabric and floss to come, which is part of my haul. So I got the fabric, and I got the flosses that I needed for this piece. I might as well just do haul, some more haul. You got 28 count even weave fabric for a piece that I had been waiting for and wanting to find and get, and I did. It was a unicorn for me. It is the Monopoly game board. I got this, I think, in January, but I forgot to show it in January's haul. So there's the Monopoly. This is the official copyrighted one. So that's what this fabric here is for. And I'm going to do it 2/2. So it would be the playable size board. So that one, that was cool. I found that on Stash Unloading, I believe. I had saw the pattern on there and somebody had commented on it. I was like, oh, well, there it goes. Once you see it once, it goes really quick because they're very sought after. And then it was still there a couple days later. And it just, in my head, something told me you need to get it. It's still there. It needs to come home to you. Because I'd been wanting one for a while. So I grabbed it. And then, in turn, I forgot to show this in January as well. It needs a lot of black. And it was going to be, I don't even remember how many skeins of black it was going to be. So I figured it out, and it was, going to be much better to get a cone. So I'd asked around, and I was told to just order on Amazon because that was going to be the best place to get it. So I have the cone of DMC. This is approximately 2,100 meters, and this is the DMC. So it's got the DMC logo. Quite a few skeins of black in here. So if I ever run out of black, and I say that I need black, I have to stitch a lot of stuff with black. But I do have pieces that do require black. So once I run out of the skeins, then I'll start using this, but this is definitely to start with the Monopoly game. So there's that piece. There's that. Other purchases I've done, I did got 2 things on pre-order from Needlework Market, which is this weekend, I believe. So those I do not have, but when they do come, I will definitely show them. One is from Teresa Colgate, and one is from Hands On Designs. And I think that's it for my stash enhancements for March. Let's just go into plans for March, shall we? Look at my calendar here. The Whipco pieces, the Whipco numbers that were pulled was 10 days on my stitching, the holiday stitching one, and the Halloween Sal. Both of them for 10 days. So 10 days on this one. And then, and you've seen where it is. And then 10 days on this piece here, which I don't have a cover image because it was a mystery Sal. I know I showed it in my Whip Parade. This is 28 count gilded Lugana by Mystic Fabrics. This is the Halloween Sal by Stitchonomy. And this is where it is. Currently, this is as wide as it's going to be. And as you can see, I got some, but hopefully I can get most good portion of these blocks filled in. If not, and if I get those filled in, then to start working on finishing out the outline of the book. And fill in the rest of the book. It's all DMC. This is the variegated purple. I gotta take out this row because I was gonna do it 1/1, but then I changed my mind. So I have all of this probably from like here all the way over, and then I think from here down, probably. I know I'll have a good chunk of this fabric left over. So this one will get 10 days, and we'll see how far we get in 10 days on this piece. And then those were the 2 Whipco pulls for February, for March, sorry. Also, I'm in the Daily 30 group. It's a closed group right now. They are currently not taking any new members right now. So they're doing this year, the year-long is Animal Adventures, where we have 5, let me look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different modes of transportation to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different groups of animals. And at the end of last year, we had to choose our 3 whips. My first one is the QS Stitch in Time, the holiday version, Pandemic, and the Game of Thrones. So those 3 pieces will definitely get some progress. Those get progress every single month, no matter what, because that's for the yearly challenge on that group. My Game of Thrones is also used for a monthly challenge in Semi-Sane, where it's a monthly focus where you take a picture every 1,000 stitches that you complete on that project. And that's the only ones that I specifically have. But let's see. Like I said, the 11th of every month will be the NYC piece. The 12th of every month is Game of Thrones. Even though I work on it every month, will definitely come out that day. The Narnia second part releases this weekend. The Sunflowers is the 18th of the month, every month. And then the Garden Grow releases, 3rd part releases, I believe, this in March as well, towards the end of the month. And then the One Piece for My Best Friend is on the end of the month. So that's what I have so far for my plans for March. I am stitching another model for stitching Jules, and I am working on a special piece for one of my nieces for her baby, and I need to get that finished before too much longer so she can have it. And I think that is it. I'm hoping to not start anything else new this month. I have started a lot. I have probably getting pretty close to 30 whips now. That's getting to be a little much for me. But I enjoy all of them. Yeah, there are pieces that I haven't pulled out yet this year, and that's okay too. My focus this year with my Whipco pieces is most of my full coverage pieces are on there this year, so that I can get some decent progress on those. And I have started to put up my project bags that you have seen. Like this one here is one that I made. Whoops. You don't need the fuzz on it. This is one I've done. This is an 8x8. And it has the little farm and fall things, and I made the zipper pull as well. I don't have any others here with me. There's a few of them up on the website, on my Instagram. That is Sewn, S-E-W-N, by Daphne. I will do a little video, a little extra video in the next couple days or next couple weeks of showing some other things that I have on there. I need to finish one thing to be sent out to family, and then I will show some other things that I have put up, that I will be putting up there, but I want to get those things out first with the families, so that they can get them and not be shocked, or not ruin the surprise, because they don't know any of these stuff that's coming. But I do know, actually, let me check on my phone really quick, what I actually have listed up there. And like I said, I will do a separate video of what I have there. Let me see. I've got two 12x12 vinyl front project bags with hearts on red fabric and lining as the lining, and black with red zippers. And I also have one same size, everything's the same, but this one has a pink zipper. And then I have all the winter ones that are still up there as well. So I will put that name in the description. What you can do is you can just comment me please, or you can with your zip code, so that I can get you a invoice and we can get it all shipped out to you. And like I said, I will do a little video here in the next couple weeks with showing you what new things are on there, and some other things that I'm thinking about doing for my sewing. And if you are on Instagram this month, make sure to follow the hashtag Common Threaded Stitcher. That is, there's a group of stitchers that got together and decided that they were going to do this. I think this is their fourth time doing it, fourth year. And it's just a way for everybody in the stitching community to get to know other stitchers and make new friends. Maybe you find somebody that's in your area that you didn't know about, or, you know, find your unicorn pattern that somebody has and that they're willing to, you know, let you borrow for the time being until you finish it, or they're like, yeah, I'm done with it, here, you can have it, or they'll let you buy it off of them. You know, the possibilities are endless. It just started yesterday. It goes for the whole month of March. It's just a great way to learn about your fellow stitchers. Today is your current whip, I believe. And there's just little things like local needle workshop, favorite floss tuber. They did one this year of market release is a prompt. There's 30, I think 30 prompts, one for each day, and you don't have to take part in every single one. So we'll see how many I get done. I did the intro yesterday, and I'll just pick one of my projects to do for today. But with that, I think that is everything I have for you for this month. I hope that everybody has a great day and a great week, a great weekend, a great month, and overall, stay healthy, stay happy. And if your projects are not bringing you any joy, you're not, enjoying them, then put it down and find a new one. It's your hobby, and it's meant to be fun and relaxing. So with that, I will say goodbye until next time.